Welcome, Gemini. This is your monthly focus for October 2022. A couple of things that I want to bring your attention to. According to the stars, we have a full moon on October the 9th. And so it could be that a situation happens, an event happens, a conversation happens, but something happens that you realize that one of your friends are no longer aligned with you. They're starting to go a different path. And so allow that to happen in your life if that's the case. Okay, now there is a solar eclipse in Scorpio towards the end of the month. Okay, and really this is gorgeous for you. This is major new work possibilities for you. So work can be very strong. Maybe possibly watch your health, okay? And maybe it's a new doctor you need. Maybe you begin something that improves your health in some way that you didn't do before. So you could feel perfectly healthy for the month, but it's about maybe adding something to your regimen already. So if you already go to the gym and work out with weights, maybe now it's time to take a yoga class or fit in meditation or play volleyball on the beach, go biking, go for a walk, change your food habits. Now, the month will go really well, but we want to keep in mind that Mars at the very end of the month is going to be going retrograde, okay? And it's going to be going retrograde in your sign. So, and this, it doesn't happen until the end of the month, and it will go, though, until the new year. So you have to be prepared for this, and you have to be kind of looking at what you can do now and what you can go without doing, because Mars is the fuel, right? Mars is the passion, the wanting to conquer, the wanting to gain the glory, gain the successes. So whenever Mars goes retrograde, okay, we need to pay attention, and it is in your sign. So you could feel like you are losing steam, you're losing ambition, you're losing traction. It could be at your job. It could be within your career. It could be within your friendships. It could be definitely within your love life. So have a patience with yourself. Don't demand more than you can deliver with yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Watch the self-talk. It's time to rest. It's time to not push yourself. Okay, it's almost like you're on a spot where you need to correct, you need to adjust, you need to, move things around in one way or another, okay? These things will mainly be things that come up in your life, I would think. Okay, so just let it happen. Don't try to stop it. So where you feel you're losing traction, allow that traction to maybe slip a little bit in your life. Have a little bit of patience with yourself. The universe, God, your angels, the cosmos is trying to tell you something. So take a deep breath as you go into November, okay? So right now, use the steam, use the ambition, try to push yourself forward, knowing that as November nears, your ambition probably will drop a little bit, depending on your natal chart, of course. Some of you will feel it a lot, some of you will feel it a little, but it'll definitely be there. And so do not beat yourself up. Get plenty of rest, okay? And it kind of ties in with the solar eclipse, right? That we have to, make sure that we've got a good doctor. We're changing some things in our life when it comes to our health, when it comes to our well-being. Okay, let's go to the cards. So, but I think the lack of motivation and stuff may start, about the second week or so, where you can just kind of feel, and don't worry that there's something majorly wrong with you. It's just that Mars is going retrograde in your home sign. Okay, so you wanted, maybe it's more that you're going to save the paperwork, some of that desk work that you've been thinking of doing. You're not going to do it now. You're going to put your energy into something that you can put it in and move things over. Okay, it's about using that energy productively is what actually builds the success. So know that you're supposed to pull back a little bit. Know that you're supposed to rest. Know that you're not allowed to beat yourself up, call yourself names, be the bully to yourself. Okay, to get you, that's not going to work, and it's going to hurt you in the long run. So you're just in a major kind of life shift. Okay, so let it happen. See where the cards fall. Okay, our shadow card. Let's get our shadow card first. Look at this, the star card. The star card appears as your shadow card. So this means that you can make the impossible possible. Okay, so there's going to be a whole bunch of new work possibilities for you. So think outside the box when it comes to what you do for a living, or your career, or what you would like to step in as a career, into as a career. Okay, making the impossible possible. Maybe you haven't been feeling right in that crowd of people, and so you are kind of looking at the relationships and understanding where we're not like-minded anymore. Okay, so you look at those relationships and you say, they're kind of drifting in that area. I don't really get into that area all that much. It's just they're not aligned with you anymore. They were, and you walked a path together, and you both taught each other things, and you both learned from each other. So there's a lot of celebration in that relationship, but not everybody stays all the way through on the path. We know that. People come into our lives, people go in our lives. So be aware of that. Making the impossible possible. Maybe your health isn't good already. Okay, so this is something that's telling you to get onto it. Don't let that little something actually get worse and worse and worse before you actually seek the medical attention you need. And I know we don't want to go too early in case they don't see what we see, right? So we do hold off a little bit in order to make sure it's bad enough. But, just be very confident in who you are. Okay, and use your energy in a way of finding the best doctors or the best kind of method for healing you. And it could be mind, it could be body, it could be spirit. Okay, we can use healing in all three areas. It's not necessarily you're going to break your leg and you're going to need some kind of therapy. It could be that you had a drop in your faith, or it could be it could be something happens and you question it, or you questioned it in the past and everything worked out just the way that you had prayed it would, and so you feel like you have to really step into it and get to know it a little bit better in order to rely on it 100% each and every step you walk. It could be that somebody maimed you in some way through what they called spirituality, and they hurt you in some way by using spirituality as a means to actually do the harm. So it could be something like this. This is making the impossible possible. This is knowing that you can have healing, that you can have those great relationships. When somebody leaves, know that somebody new will step in and be that person. Okay? And I'm telling you about your health only so that you are proactive on everything. Okay? Rather than going, oh, Tilly said I might hurt there. No, I'm not saying that at all. You might have a very successful month when it comes to your actual physical health, but it could be your mind. Somebody told you something once about yourself that wasn't true. It was their opinion, and you took it to heart, and you carried it and lived your life that way. Or maybe whatever happens with you finding out a friend is no longer aligned with you, like-minded as you. A situation happens and it hurts. It hurts actually having to walk through that. So we'll set that card over here so we can kind of keep it in our thoughts as we get our first card. And it is the Three of Cups. Oh, where are you? See, I'm doing it the old way. So sorry. It's the Three of Cups. That's the first time I actually slipped up like that. I just automatically, and I thought the camera's not there. Where is it? It's up here. Okay, so the Three of Cups, it's about celebration. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about good news coming in. So get excited about these things. There's good news of some sort. Now, I would have to think by the astrology right now that it's probably going to be somewhere in your work, in what you do, and how you create that income, of how you spend your money, of the money you have. Okay, so, but this is celebration. So, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be in that area for you. Of course, we'll gather more cards and find out. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is dreaming it big, understanding that, wow, there is so much more out there if you just break through that glass ceiling. And you don't need to know all the details. Notice the fog here, okay? The fog is telling you that you don't have to worry about the details right now. You don't need to worry how it all comes together right now. Okay? And it's going to be filled with passion. It's going to be, and it could be that you need to bring your courage to the table in order to obtain this. Okay? So it might be having a faith in yourself, a belief in yourself. Also, God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, it's all there trying to hold you up, trying to make a path that is right and straight for you. So having a belief that they will deliver, that you can walk into your best life ever going forward. Okay, and we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is more about we're thinking things through. We're not really making decisions, but we're looking at different strategies, different approaches, different ways of doing, being, becoming. Okay, and this could be really happening. Okay, especially if it's in your love life. Okay, to back it up, if you are not with somebody, it's probably not an ideal time to get with somebody. It's more about the inner work. Okay, so we may be thinking about different things about our relationships and how we connect with people, why we connect with people, what we do within the relationships, what we expect back within the relationships. And we're thinking it through. Now, we will come to a decision, and maybe closer to the end of the month then, or even next month. We may not make the decision this month at all, but we're really taking a step back and we're really thinking things through, okay? Now, in work, in career, in your money, look at this. You're standing up and you're saying something. You might be asking for that promotion, that raise. You might be telling a group of people that you've got a business idea and you need all of them on board in order to make it successful because they all bring a different talent or ability to the table. Or maybe you're being asked of that and you're telling them what you can actually do within it. Definitely it's something about, you know, the solar eclipse is about new work possibilities. This could be you're putting you're looking through job offers, career offers, and you find something that suits you perfectly. And once again, break through that glass ceiling. I don't know who told you that you couldn't do it, but you can do it because this is the card telling me that you can do it. Look, it was right next to the truth. Okay, so here's you having the wisdom, right? But what do you have to have? You have to have the faith. That's a powerful, wonderful action card to have in money, in finances, in job, in career. So look forward to that. Know that you're going to be putting a lot of your energy into that. Now, know when Mars goes retrograde, you might be feeling a lot like you're losing a little bit of steam and ambition, but it could be more relationship around that than work and career. Okay, it could blend, but because money and love are very close in the spirit. Okay, so let's look at love. Oh, here we are. Love and relationships is the Four of Swords. It's definitely a time to I can't make this up, can I? It's definitely a time to pull back a little bit and to really rethink. Even if you say, Well, Tilly, I have this person in my life, and they're the greatest, and they do all this for me, and I can't see how anything is ruffled or well, that's fabulous, okay? And congratulations to that. But most of us are in relationships that do need work. And this is a card not to make a decision, but to rather to think about the relationships that have value, the relationships that you want to work on, the relationships that you need conversations. Okay? And rest and recuperate and put you as number one. Have that relationship with you. Love you. Okay? I think that's probably the most important thing we can take away when it comes to our love life is nobody can love us more than we love ourselves. So take a look in the mirror and love you wholeheartedly. And you say, well, I love me. I'm having a great time. And you might, but you know what? All of us have those little scars. All of us have those little wounds deep within. And we hold in our heart, or maybe it's our solar plexus. Yeah. Could be just about anywhere, right? So allow the healing to come in for that. And give it time. Don't berate yourself. It's not you. Okay? It's not you. And get a better understanding. Okay, your spirituality. Look at this. The spirituality. It's definitely a month of doing meditation, affirmations, really keeping your focus on your goals, your dreams, your desires. The Queen of Pentacles is here saying the storm has passed. The Queen of Pentacles is sitting here saying get comfortable with your abundance because you're about to get more and more and more. It's just going to be a steady flow for you if you believe in it. If you believe in God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, all working to that divine energy, working to bring you your best life ever. And then you rolling up your sleeves and matching their effort because they're doing that for you, right? So show your gratitude by willing to work hard towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards your desires. You hold the abundance here. Nobody can take that away. Look at how flimsily you hold it. Anybody could run along and just grab it, but they really can't. They can't take your true abundance away ever. And if it's money and you lose it, don't worry. It comes back again to you because it was always yours in the first place. When we think that we've lost the money and it'll never come back to us, that's when we actually put that glass ceiling in place. And the money comes and goes, boom, and hits a wall, right? I can't get to you because you already put up the wall. And look at that, the Nine of Cups in health and well-being. Okay, so what you wish for, what you desire when it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being, will be. Okay, so I was talking about that health all along, and I was thinking, wow, I'm really giving you some negative information here. But this card comes in to say, don't worry, you've got this. You're going to find the right doctor or the right program or the right thing that fits in your life, and it's really going to take you to the end of your times. It's going to be phenomenal for you. But you have to be proactive and you've got to do the work yourself. So what are you wishing for when it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being? Are you asking for more time to sleep, more time to exercise, more time to eat healthy, do something different, energetic? Or maybe it's your mind. Maybe it's about, how do you want that relationship to go? If you've had a bad relationship with somebody that's in your life that's close, how do you want that relationship to go? How do you heal from that relationship? And ask for the healing to come in. So it doesn't haunt you. So it doesn't be part of who you are anymore. That you can rip that label up, burn it, stamp it into the ground, whatever you want. Okay, let's get the Rose Oracle cards out. Now this is a brand new deck. I did clear it, but I'm very new to it, so I'll probably refer to the book a little bit. And make sure that you're watching your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. So now you can go to Google and just Google free birth chart, and you'll get 1,001 places that offer that. Okay, and just find out where the moon was when you were born, the moment of your birth, if possible. but otherwise guesstimate. Okay, usually unless they're right on the cusp, it doesn't really matter for sun, moon, and your rising star. What planet was rising the moment of your birth? Very important to know those things and listen to those readings as well, and not just here but everywhere. Okay, because it really gives you, especially in the tarot, it really gives you a very, because really in astrology they're reading your moon as your moon, but in tarot they're not necessarily telling you that it could be your moon sign more than, or your rising sign more than who you are. That's why we can sometimes listen to a reading and go, no, it doesn't sound like me at all. And then you go and listen to your moon or your rising and you're like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. So listen to all three and you get a really strong structure for how to approach the month of October, the beginning of the eclipse season. Okay, who do we have here? The child within. Let's move that so you can see it. The child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. Okay, and I'm just going to pull the book up because I'm brand new with this deck. And I want to give you the right information and I'm not finding it. Oh, I know why I'm not finding it. Okay, the child within. So really the soul inquiry for the child within is, how can you tenderly tend the child within? Wow, isn't that a form of love to ourselves? To embrace our inner child, to make sure that our inner child is feeling the freedom, the liberation, the happiness, the joy, the love that it's intended to feel in our lifetimes. So it's about being hard on ourselves. I kid you not, it says that right in the book. We can be so hard on ourselves. Expecting to heal according to schedule. I'm going to read the book. I tried. I'm sorry, Aries and Taurus, if you're back here for one of your other signs, I apologize for just not reading the book. I should until I get the cards, or get to know the cards. So we can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. And the rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, what is happening, or will happen, we are all innocent children of stars and earth. The flowers are here for us. They're a safe, soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. So this is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion, and it brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's reminding you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are within, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have that inner child within us, who at some point went into exile because they were hurt, or because they were in a world that did not feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up that child within us and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.